Hi, welcome back friends. Here in this lesson, you're going to learn about creating a subnet on AWS. So let's start with this. So this is our VPC dashboard where you can configure various networking things. And after we have created a VPC, next step is to create a subnet. So what is a subnet? Subnet is a logical subdivision of an IP address. So once you create an IP address, you got one IP address and you can divide this single IP address into multiple networks. That is called as a subnet. So here we can create a subnet. Just go to the subnets, and here by default we got 6 different subnets created, and just go to the right hand side, top right, to create a new subnet if you want to create. So you have to provide the name of the VPC that you want to connect. You can go with the default one or one that we created later on. So we have used this new VPC, and it automatically fetches the associated VPC CIDRs that we have defined in the VPC. Next, you need to provide some subnet settings. First, let's start with providing a name for the subnet. Just write any name. We will be using the same name, infrastructure, IT infra, and we use this subnet. We will prefix it. Next, we need to define the region where this will be available. We take the US East Virginia region, and you can provide this thing. Next, you have to define IP version 4 CIDR block that you want to use. It's /0 /8 16 24 or different option. There are various custom options, you can choose from them. Next, you can provide various kinds of tags, but this is an optional thing. You can leave it. You can create multiple subnets from the same dashboard. You can add different subnets. Just provide the name for the second subnet if you want to create, or leave it as it is. If you want to create one subnet, just provide details for the one. If you want to create multiple subnets, you can create at once, and also you can go to the dashboard and create one by one. So subnets are important part on the VPC to handle different kind of requests on the cloud. It works in the same way that other applications are deployed on the server, be it on-premise or the cloud. Networking is there everywhere. So you want to have better control. With the help of cloud, you easily get control of all the properties at one place. So creating a VPC on AWS is not that much difficult to apply, because all the networking physical infrastructure is handled by the AWS cloud, and you are just a controller here. So you have to provide this thing. You can choose the appropriate block. If there is some error, it will show you the error or alert, or otherwise just try to rectify. The possibility of an error is generally because there is a mismatch between the CIDR that you define in the VPC and the subnets that you create. So it is automatically connected to the VPC, so it must follow the protocol or the format that is defined on the VPC. And later on, after creating subnets, you can create routing table, you can have the internet gateway and other things configured right there. So here it is. We have used 10.0.0.0/24. So it is here, and you can go with the create subnet. Once you have defined, it is being created. So this is the custom subnet that we created on AWS. You can create multiple subnets. So for our new VPC, we have one subnet. All other subnets was for the default VPC that comes created with the AWS. And here we can create our own subnets. So creating a subnet is not that difficult process. It's easy, but if you're a network professional, you can customize various properties according to your organization's or infrastructure requirements. So here on the downside side, you got various options for route table, network access control list, CIDRs, and different options. You got the subnet ARN that you can connect with various kinds of cloud instances whenever you require it to connect. Just the way we connected the S3 bucket in the creating a VPC session, and here you can use this thing. You can go to the subnet option on the virtual private cloud dashboard to identify various subnets, and you can go into details of each subnet and customize it later on. Try to create various subnets and VPC on AWS. Keep learning and keep moving ahead.